This movie is so good. So good. So good. You cannot help but walk out of this movie and think, dang you, Bryan Singer. Why didn't you direct X3? Oh, it would have been so good. But this movie totally redeems it. All of it. Oh, on so many levels too. I don't even know where to begin. Okay, I'll begin here. By far, the best aspect of this movie was the storytelling. It's not so apparent while you're watching it, although it is incredibly enthralling to witness. But upon reflecting afterwards, you realize, wow, these guys really put a lot of thought and effort into crafting this story in such a way that is just like so awesome. It's just so awesome. Like Bryan Singer really meticulously crafted the story to just work out so great, and it's just so awesome. I don't know if I can say that enough. It is really good. Let's start with Wolverine. He's back. He feels like the same Wolverine that we know, while also showing us a new side of him that is really interesting to see, because I think this is like his 7th movie that he's played Wolverine in, and it's really nice to get kind of a different side of Wolverine, because in this movie it's not like, screw you guys, I'm Wolverine and I'm gonna do whatever I want. It's really like he has a lot of responsibility in this movie, you know. And it really just, you can kind of feel him, you can kind of feel that emotional weight, you know, behind him. But at the same time, it still feels like the same Wolverine that we know, but just this responsibility just thrust on him, and now he just got to step up, and he does, and it's so great to see like this other side of him. James McAvoy and Patrick Stewart are so incredible. Like their acting styles are so different that they seem like two totally different characters, which works out great for this movie, because whenever Wolverine goes to the past, the Professor X that he gets basically is a different character than the Professor X that we know from the original trilogy. And so the acting styles just play off each other so brilliantly. You really feel like you know, the events of First Class have really turned Professor X into a different person. And James McAvoy is just like all in it. He's just like in it 100%. Everybody's given 100%. Michael Fassbender is incredible. He's going back and forth. Michael Fassbender is incredible. His character is, he not only is he written well, but Michael Fassbender, like, really, you could tell he really studied like Ian McKellen, because he really feels like the Magneto that we know, but just like a younger, kind of more brazen, immature Magneto than Ian McKellen is in the future, and he's more level-headed. Michael Fassbender just nails it. Jennifer Lawrence, of course, she's great. Beast, I forgot that guy's name, but he's in it. He's holding it down too. He's incredible. Everybody, you can tell, is just giving 100%. And I guess I don't know what it is. I guess it's the story was just so written so well. It almost feels like it's everybody's movie. Like Wolverine is definitely in there. Definitely the main character. He's driving the story, but is written in such a way that it kind of feels like everybody has their moment, but they're all interacting in just like such the perfect way that you kind of feel like it's just everybody's movie all at the same time. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. The action scenes in the future are by far the best. The characters in the future, we don't really get to know them that much, but what we do see of them, they've definitely like trained as a team, and they're just like using their powers off of each other, and it is just those are by far the best action scenes, the ones in the future. Quicksilver, oh my gosh, he looks so ridiculous, like in all the pictures and like that Carl's Jr. commercial. But man, his scene is like, he has like one of the best scenes in the whole movie. and it's just incredible. They use him perfectly. You don't get too much of him, but you don't get too little of him, and it just kind of it just like they just use his character really well. Like I said, it all goes back to the writing. They wrote this story excellently. So yeah, that's what I thought of Days of Future Past. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Directly after this, I'm gonna talk spoilers. So please, if you have not seen the movie, just go ahead and skip ahead. You probably have seen the movie, but if not, come back and watch the spoiler section because it's all spoilers right now. Okay, go. Okay, let's start off with the biggest spoiler of all. Bryan Singer basically gave a big fat FU to Brett Ratner and whoever directed X-Men Origins Wolverine. Because, man, that's what I was talking about with their writing. Like, it was so seamless the way they just were able to just really just kick those movies out of here. They basically left it open. We could have another X-Men Origins Wolverine. We could have another X3. They could do the Phoenix Saga now. It doesn't look like they're going to, because apparently X-Men Apocalypse is going to take place in the 80s. So basically, First Class was in the 60s, this movie takes place in the 70s, and then Apocalypse is going to take place in the 80s with like the younger cast. That's what I've heard. I would really like to see like the original cast come back for Apocalypse. They're probably not going to do any more time travel or anything like that. They're probably done with that. But I would really like to see the original cast, like Cyclops, Famke Janssen, Rogue, Storm, all of them actually battle Apocalypse, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Or maybe it will. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they'll get the cast. Maybe they'll work in all the cast again. Who knows? I don't know. Like I said, the writing is so great on this. I mean, I think they could probably figure out a way to get them all together. Now that Apocalypse scene, it was very cool. It was very interesting. I think a lot of people in the theater where I saw it, I don't think they really knew what was going on. They just kind of like looked really cool, you know, with the Four Horsemen in the background, and you know him like using his mind powers with the pyramids and stuff. I mean, I know about Apocalypse. That's obviously not what he's gonna look like whenever we meet him. What I'm most interested in is like, where is like he been all this time? Like, why are they just gonna meet him now in the 80s? And like how the original cast from the original trilogy didn't see Apocalypse in the 80s whenever they were younger. So I guess maybe some of the events of Wolverine traveling back in time like somehow changes things to where like they like awaken Apocalypse or something like that. I don't know. And then I don't know what the deal is with like Mystique impersonating Stryker. I don't know I guess that's going to play into Apocalypse somehow. They're going to have to explain that because I have no idea what that means. I have no theories on it. I mean, I'm assuming that Wolverine is going to get his metal claws after all. Like, that's still going to happen. Like, Stryker is still going to wipe his memory and stuff. But whenever Wolverine woke up in the future, we didn't see his claws, so we don't know if he has metal claws yet. But I'm assuming that, like, they were talking about the ripples in time and stuff, and some things just happen no matter what you do, that's what they're going to do with that. So I don't know. I am very, very, very excited for Apocalypse. I'm sure you guys are. You've probably seen the movie by now. So tell me what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time.